There's an upset in the newly drawn 9th Ward in St. Louis. One incumbent alderman lost, but we still don't know which one tonight.
The race for second place is stuck in a tie. Alderman Mike Gross and Alderwoman Tina Peel both have 868 votes. And our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is here with new details on what happens if the race ends in a tie. Mark.
Mike and Ann, Aldergeddon goes to overtime. Election officials are already up against a time crunch as it is. Early voting starts in 13 days. That means any legal challenge, any recount, or any other provision to try and settle this race has to happen in the next 2 weeks.
It's pretty clear by the numbers that this was the most competitive race in the entire city.
Incumbents Mike Gross and Tina Peel are stuck in a tie for second place in St. Louis's newly drawn 9th Ward. Only one of them can advance to challenge first-place finisher Michael Browning next month.
We've not had a tie before.
Election officials are still counting provisional ballots inside signed envelopes from voters who showed up at the polls without an ID. If those signatures match, the ballot could decide the race. But if not...
Well, this is new territory, and we frankly don't know the answer to that.
Since voters adopted approval voting with Proposition D, no campaign has ever contested a tie vote in court, making this literally unprecedented.
If you certify a tie, how do you decide who wins?
That's the question that we don't know. I mean, that's the question right now I don't know how to answer.
Could this come down to a coin toss?
I'm not going to answer that. I have no idea.
Political science professor Anita Mannion said judges could look to past election rules in older city ordinances before voters adopted Prop D.
I mean, based on the ordinances, it seems like it's a coin toss.
I am taking this one moment at a time.
Are you practicing your coin toss skills?
And, you know, if that's what it's going to be, you know, I know that we will come out to see who's going to be the victor.
Obviously, you want the result to be the will of the people that voted.
I do feel like some arbitrary means to settle this might disenfranchise some voters.
I thought it was going to be a lot higher turnout.
Get out and vote. In these low turnout elections, there's no line. You walk in, you have your voice heard, and your vote is really impactful.
One vote could determine this, so every vote does count.
It should be a wake-up call, really, for all of us that you know, these elections are important, and you know, voters shouldn't take it for granted. Candidates shouldn't take it for granted.
We'll see what happens in the next couple of days with the counting of the remaining ballots.
And they're watching closely right now. Election officials will only say they've identified more than a dozen provisional ballots citywide. Maybe as many as 16 or so, but they still have not yet said if any of those ballots actually came from this tied 9th Ward. They have until the end of day Friday to certify the results.
Thanks, Mark.